Alright, so far we have learned how to do the subnet and how to know how many bits to borrow from the host portion of the network to create the subnet. So for this diagram, or for this example that we have taken, we realized there were 4 different network partitions, or 4 different logically separated network. So we have borrowed 2 bits from the 8-bit host portion, and then we have created 4 different subnets, and we have calculated the corresponding IP addresses for each of the subnet, and realize what are the corresponding network addresses, or the subnet addresses, or the corresponding broadcast addresses of each of the subnet. Now let's try to understand, what does this subnet address or network address imply? What does this really mean in a real sense? So earlier, when we calculate the subnet of let's say subnet 00 here in this case, by borrowing 2 bits from the host, we realize that this first one is when I say the first one, it means 192.168.20.0. This one is the subnet address, SUBNET, subnet address. We realize this is the subnet address. So let's try to understand in this session, what does this really mean? What does this really imply? Okay, so let's put some color, some beautiful color. Shall we go for, let's go for this one. And then remove this color, I don't need them. So let's no color, there we go. So this first one, we say that is the subnet address. So what does this really mean when we say this is the subnet address? What it means is, when we perform, technically what it means is, when we perform an binary AND operation with the subnet mask and the corresponding IP address, it should lead to this number or this IP. Otherwise, that particular IP address doesn't belong to that subnet. So let me rephrase that. So how do I know that a particular IP address belongs to a particular network or a subnet? So what we do is, we will take the IP address and the corresponding subnet mask, and we perform the binary AND operation, and if the result is leading to that same address or the same subnet number, or the network address or network number, then we say that particular IP address belongs to the same network or same subnet. Otherwise, it belongs to different subnet or different network. So here in this case, there are 64 IP addresses starting from 0 up to 63. So this IP address, all of them belong to the same network address or same subnet. Why? Because they all have the same subnet number or subnet address. So what does it really mean when I say all these IP addresses have the same subnet address? So let's take an example and find out what does it really mean. It means that all this IP address yield to this number, yield to this network address, yield to this network number, yield to this subnet address or subnet number when I perform a binary AND operation with the corresponding subnet mask from any of these IP addresses, by conducting a binary AND operation with any of these IP addresses. So let's take an example and choose a couple of them. Let's say just randomly we can choose an IP address. Let's choose this one. Let's choose this one. Yeah. Yep. let us choose this one. Yeah, let's choose that IP address. So that's, what IP address is this? This is 192.168.20.2. That's it. Yeah, 20.2. And if when I perform a binary operation with this IP, so I have chosen an IP address, and its subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. Okay, that's the subnet mask. So if I perform a binary AND operation, let me just put it like this. There we go. So let's perform a binary AND operation. I'm expecting to get this number, the subnet address. If not, this particular IP address cannot belong to this particular subnet. So I can straight away do it from here, but to make it easier for you, let me convert them into the binary format. So let me not convert all of them, or we can convert all of them anyway. So let's say let me just put 192. No, let's not do all of it. We have limited space. So 192.168.20. Let me just do 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 255, that is all ones. 255, that's all ones. 255, that's all one. And then 192 is 1, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just give space here. Let me just say 0, just to align and be formatted. Okay, so if we perform binary AND operation, what am I getting? So in binary AND operation, okay, let's just first try to understand what's binary AND operation. So binary AND operation, in a binary AND operation, 1 1 is 1. Yeah, means true and true is true. True and false, what do we get? We get false. False and true, what do we get? We get false. True, oh sorry, we have done the true and true. False and false, we get false. Oops, is it 0 or? Yeah, all right. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so the truth table is, if it is true and true, it's true, or if it is 1 and 1, it's 1. Otherwise, it's all 0. So keeping that in mind, so when we do this binary AND operation, why I didn't convert it, it's simply straightforward, because they are all ones. So if they are all ones, 255 is all ones, 8 ones. So whatever this value will be the one that we will get. Why? Because they are all ones. Wherever it is true, set to true, the ones, that will be leading to true. So 192 will be the result of a binary AND operation with 255, because 255, they're all set to 1 1 1 1, 8 ones. So when I perform a binary AND operation with 192, we will end up getting the same number 192. And then if I do the same with 255, all ones, so I'll get 168. And 255 again, all ones, I will get 20. And then the last one. So if you look at this, what do you get? So if you perform a binary AND operation with 0 and 1, oh, where am I doing? Okay, 0 and 1, 0, 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 0 and 1, again 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, and then 1 and 0, that is again 0, 0 and 0, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of them are 0. So it goes back to that value that I was talking about, the subnet address. So this is 192.168.20.0. So we get, let me underline it, put a bold there. So that's the same with the first IP address of this subnet and the one that we refer to as the subnet number. That's why this particular IP address 192.168.20.2 belongs to subnet 00 because they have the same subnet address or subnet number, or network address or network number in that case. So just to reaffirm to what I have been saying, so let's just, shall we put this in the corner there? Okay, so the truth table, let's just pick another one. Let's just pick this last one. So if we pick this last one, so let's see what happens. Let's pick this last one. So what is this last one? 192.168.20. What is this value? 0, 0, and then 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the subnet mask is the same. 255.255.11.12345.356.8. There we go. So let's just put 0 just to align. So if this is a different IP address, this one is a different IP address. What IP address is this? 192.168.20.63. So that's the IP address. Yep, that's the IP address. And then this is the subnet mask. And if we perform, let me just show. Or simply we can just do it here. It's all right. Let me just do it. This binary AND operation. If we do this, what do we get? So 192 with 255, it will lead to 192, 168 and 255. Likewise, 168 dot 20 with 255 with all binary. If we convert into it, we'll get 20. And the interesting one. So 0 and 1 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0. Likewise, all of them are 0. So we end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what is this number? What is this number? What is this number? This number is 192.168.20.0. Let's underline it. Let's make it red. So you see, we end up getting the same number as that of the first IP address of the subnet, the one that we refer to as the subnet address. That's the reason why this IP address, that is 192.168.20.63, or in this case 192.168.20.2, they all belong to the same subnet. Why? Because the binary AND operation of the IP address with the subnet mask yields to the same subnet number or subnet address or network number. That's how we know that a particular IP address belongs to a particular subnet or a network. I hope that clarifies how subnet works, and I hope if you have any further question, you can revisit to the lectures, or you can always contact me through my email. That's it for now. Bye.